Hey guys, Lex Ellis here with another fragrance video, and I'm going to be doing my usual 2 videos in one day. So I've got 2 powerhouse fragrances for you. The first one up is one that a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about, and I've been wanting to talk about it again for a while, and I keep putting it off, so I figured today I'm just going to get over it and talk about it. That is Yves Saint Laurent's Kouros. Now this came out in 1981, and it is like the ballsiest of ballsy scents. I mean, this is like hand in hand with Lapidus and stuff. You know, this is just the king. I mean, it's called King Kouros for a reason. This was the strongest. I mean, like many people would say, this is the strongest cologne they own, and it still is pretty strong. It's the latest formulation, I'd like to add, not the vintage. You can tell because the vintage has the metal rims all around here, whereas the modern version only has white and the tip is metal. So King Kouros sadly keeps his helmet but has lost his armour. So yeah, I know it sounded really cheesy, but you know, I just had to say it. So let's talk about the bottle. Actually, I absolutely adore this bottle. I know I mentioned in my Body Kouros video how I had the updated bottle. Basically, they just turned this black and put Body Kouros on it. I think they should have kept Body Kouros in this bottle to begin with, because the original bottle is ugly as hell and looks cheap. Doesn't look like a fancy designer house. Looks like something you pick up, you know, cheap for like £5 next to Old Spice aftershave, you know, Safeway. But yeah, really nice bottle, you know, Kouros statue, really big, just looks masculine. This is a 50ml bottle, just so you know, but just looks masculine. Look at it with the metal there. The original one looks better with the rims, it just looks awesome. The metal there, you've got Kouros and big lettering there, you've got the Yves Saint Laurent logo on the lid there, you have your information on the bottom, and you've got Yves Saint Laurent Eau de Toilette in the front. So yeah, nifty little bottle, really stands out, just looks classic, really like it. Masculinity in a bottle, that's all this is. So let's talk about how it smells. So, the infamous initial spray of Kouros. Pretty good spray. As you can see, it's not as ballsy as the 100ml. The spray is smaller, but what do I get from this? I actually adore the initial spray. A lot of people this gets a lot of hate. This is the most controversial scent ever. People like love it, and there's others that go, oh, I hate that. I actually mentioned to someone the other day, we're talking about Kouros, and this is like, you know, I was saying, you know, if you renamed this Tom Ford, I met a friend of mine, Lucas, said animalic honey. If you called this Tom Ford animalic honey and it cost £300, £200 for like a 50ml, this would lose, the hate would disappear. It's because this can be had cheap. Everyone's like, oh, it's old man, it's this. It's like, you know, Halston Z14, oh, old man scent, and then it's like Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, oh, it's pretty good because it's got £300 attached to it. So you're not sniffing the smell, you're sniffing the £300. If Halston Z14 costs £300, it would get a different smell as well. That's just my view. I've noticed that, you know, like I said about boot, I wore boot, my mum's like, oh, that's terrible, and I told her I was wearing boot, but when I didn't tell her what I was wearing, and said it's a new Chanel, she's like, oh, it's amazing, because she isn't sniffing boot, she's sniffing Chanel, class, expensive, you know. So it's all sort of placebo effect, and this is another one of those fragrances which gets that, along with Drakkar and a few others. But basically, really, really nice. I do get people saying, oh, it's a Uno cake. I don't really get that as much. This new version, I haven't sniffed the vintage, but this new version is very fresh. This one sort of, like I said, animalic honey, it's that sort of almost soapy fresh vibe. It's not as dirty, it's more clean. The original one I've heard is quite dirty and just ballsy. Like, someone was comparing this to Antace. I remember someone said, you know, Kouros is like a full force punch to the face, whereas Antace is a full force punch to the face with a boxing glove on. So, but just shows you. So, again, it's fresh, it is quite classy, to be honest. It smells really nice, it does smell old school, I really like that about it though. It has this ballsy fresh. It's weird because, like, I thought people would hate this, and I let a few of the people in my class smell this. And I've let other people smell this and they actually quite like it. I don't tell them, I just say smell that, just tell me what you think of that. I don't tell them it's Kouros, it came out in the 80s, or how much it cost, nothing, I just tell them smell it. I don't know if I had a bad remark off this, to be honest. So again, placebo effect. I told them, yeah, I got this at a drugstore, you know, it only cost me $10. It's like, you know, they're sniffing the $10. But I really like this. I think this one's quite nice, really nice actually. So I want to talk about lasting power, as if I really need to talk about lasting power with this one. 3 sprays tops, no joke. I know this one isn't as ballsy as it used to be, but really, I get quite good longevity and protection with this. And this one lasts a good at least 10 hours, and a good 4 hours roughly protection I get. decent projection. I mean, it's normally quite strong first hour, second hour dies down, third hour it dies down, gets more moderate, and the fourth one it starts to mellow down. I don't think this ever becomes a skin scent. I mean, even after like the 10th hour I can still go and sniff it from here, so within about a foot I can still sniff it, so it's just so ballsy, it lasts forever. That's what I like about this. I would rather wear this than say skin scents. You know, I hate skin scents with a passion. This one is just ballsy, it doesn't care. I love it so much, it's so good. Can't believe I put it off. I listened to all the bad hate it was getting and all the people saying it old man and dated and this, and I thought I'm not going to buy it, and I seen it cheap. This cost me £25 in Boots. Seen it cheap and I bought it and I loved it. I'm like, why haven't I listened to these fucking people? This is amazing. Pardon my language, but you know, really really good. So lasting power, easily very strong. So 3 sprays tops of this. I say where to wear this. This is, again, like I said, the old school scent. This has to be worn for you. If you want to wear this to work, 1 spray, or even half a spray with this, because it is kind of fresh, so don't overdo it. If you wear this to work, you could probably pull it off if you go half a spray to a spray. Don't overdo it, because it's quite fresh again, so it won't offend too much. This latest version isn't so bad. It's kind of fresh, it's not as dirty as it. I can imagine with the original one, with the dirtiness that people talk about might offend you, but this one's not as bad. It's, a lot of people say, you know, Kouros has been dethroned and stuff, but it still smells good, you know. So for work, yeah, I think for a date as well, this one's quite formal, so you could dress this one up, but it's quite formal. But again, with a date, you need to go easy on the spray. It depends who you're dating. Again, if you're dating someone who likes guys that wear 1 million in black XS, no, not at all. Do not get, if you're dating someone who likes to, you know, who would buy a brand new fragrance that no one else likes and knows their perfumes, then yes, I think go with this one. It's pretty fine. It's quite classy. Casual wear, yeah, it can be worn casually easily. Even though you can dress it up, it is easy enough to dress down. It's kind of fresh, you know, it's really really nice that way. I quite like that about it. So yeah, this is quite good as long as you wear it properly. Don't overdo it, don't underdo it, don't overdo it really. 1 spray to 3 sprays tops, like max. Don't exceed that or you'll get killed, you know. And you'll probably get away with it as well. The person that killed you will probably get away with it. Just imagine how the court hearing would go. Why did you kill this man? Well, you see, Your Honour, he was wearing 15 sprays of Kouros. Oh God, I remember that back in the 80s. Good, you're away with it. I don't blame you. I'd have done the same thing. Court dismissed, you know. It's but that's the way I see it. Case dismissed. Sorry, I thought, you know, court is adjourned. Case dismissed. That's it. I got them mixed up. Some lawyer I am. Anyway. But yeah, do pull this one off. It's quite nice, worth a sniff. It's a classic. I read somewhere this is Yves Saint Laurent's bestseller. Let's face the facts. People can say what they want about it. It's a bestseller for a reason. It's still being produced for a reason, because it sells. If it didn't sell, they wouldn't make it. So it's obviously still selling, even if it's old stock. So yeah, really really good scent. If you sniff body Kouros, you should really sniff this. Don't compare the two of them, however, they're not the same league. Body Kouros is nothing like this, and I'd also like to add, Body Kouros isn't made anymore, but this is, so it just goes to show. So yeah, that's Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent, everyone. Really really good scent, gets a lot of hate, but just ignore the hate and sniff it, you know. Just pretend you're sniffing Tom Ford's Animalic Honey. Shout out to Lucas for that one, that was absolutely genius. Yeah. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found it helpful. If you've been on the sort of wall about this one and you're not sure where to buy, try a pass. I think it's a buy. Surely just because of the lasting power and the price it can be had pretty cheap. It's not the cheapest, but again, it's still nice. Yves Saint Laurent, you know, it's not cheap. Pardon me, it's quite good quality. So you get what you pay for. Personally, in fact, when I say buy, I'd say if you're into fragrances, sorry, buy. If you're not into your fragrances as much, I would say this one's more of a try. But if you are in your fragrances and you know what you like, this is definitely a buy. Really, really good. So yeah, I hope this one helped you guys. Remember that there's a link to my blog in the description. A link to the song I use in the intro is also in the description. And if you have any questions about this fragrance at all, please leave them in the comments or send me a personal message. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Also, a link to all my fragrance videos is in a playlist. If you go into my channel, click playlist, then fragrances with Lex Ellis, they'll all be listed there. So easy to find. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It really makes it worthwhile. So yeah guys, Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent, really nice scent. Hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.